Global warming is a process by which the Earth's surface is gradually getting hotter. Right? There is plenty of data that has shown this is happening. Right, we're going to start off just by looking very, very quickly at how it can happen. Then we'll go and look at some of the causes, some of the consequences. So we start off, heat from the sun enters the Earth's atmosphere as infrared radiation, which warms up the Earth's surface. So that's kind of the first thing that happens. The second thing that happens is that the Earth's surface radiates this heat. Then some of this heat is absorbed by gases in the atmosphere. The gases that absorb it are called greenhouse gases. So therefore, if we are increasing greenhouse gases, then the Earth progressively becomes warmer. So there are a number of causes that are going, or things that are going to go and increase greenhouse gases. Some of them are obvious, some of them aren't so much. So the first one that's not so obvious is shipping. Right, shipping is where things are transported around the Earth. So it's estimated that by about 2050, about 17% of all global carbon dioxide that's being produced will be produced by shipping. The next one is by power stations. So power stations that are going and burning fossil fuels, coal and gas, will go and release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. While we're talking about power stations, the fact that the Earth's population is growing will go and add to global warming increasing, because people will want more electricity and more things that will further go and create greenhouse gases. People travelling by aeroplanes, so aeroplanes will go and produce a huge volume of carbon dioxide every time they go and make a flight. People's use of cars, the greater the population gets, the greater the amount of cars being driven will be, which all go and burn petrol, therefore releasing burning fossil fuels, therefore releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Factories, right, factories will go and release huge amounts of carbon dioxide and some methane into the atmosphere. The other main greenhouse gas that we haven't already mentioned is methane. One of the main causes, or things that goes and releases methane into the atmosphere, is by cows. So the greater the amount of cows that we're breeding, the more carbon dioxide those cows will go and release into the atmosphere. And finally, the other main contributing factor to increases in greenhouse gases is deforestation. Right, deforestation can have two effects. Either we're going and burning the trees, therefore releasing carbon dioxide, or we're removing the trees, which then can't go and take carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere by photosynthesis. So all of these things together can go and have a huge effect on a number of different factors that are going to play a role in the Earth. So the first one is that the oceans will progressively get warmer. If the oceans are getting warmer, they'll absorb more carbon dioxide, which will make them more acidic, but eventually it will start affecting marine life. The polar ice caps will start to melt. If the polar ice caps melt, then sea levels will rise, and rising sea levels will go and flood lots and lots of low-lying countries, so places like Bangladesh. In places that are already hot, you'll get greater amounts of droughts. So greater amount of droughts in a lot of cases in African countries, you'll get an increase in the amount of area that deserts are taking up. And in general, you'll start to get more extreme weather patterns being demonstrated, which will go and have an effect everywhere. Whether that means in certain places it'll get hotter, in other places it will become colder. So that is a very, very brief summary about what global warming is, some of the things that's causing it, and some of the consequences that might happen.